It's our pleasure. I mean, he's a really good kid.
Missionary features Dawn Olivieri as Katherine, a struggling single mother who carries on a forbidden love affair with a titular Mormon missionary, Elder Brock, played here by Mitch Ryan. But when Katherine suddenly decides to put an end to the affair in order to focus on mending her relationship with her estranged husband, Elder Brock simply won't take no for an answer. I'm Cinematico Magnifico of AmoralCrackpot.com, and welcome to the Nightly Chill. A fairly formulaic movie with some compelling characters, Missionary feels like a throwback to the sort of thrillers popular during the late 80s and early 90s, such as The Stepfather or The Crush. In most of these movies, you could be sure that the hapless protagonist will usually be in the middle of a struggling relationship of their own before meeting a beautiful stranger who seems too good to be true. Their all too quick to develop friendship just as quickly turns into a love affair, one-sided or otherwise, though the temptation is always there. Soon enough, this beautiful stranger invariably reveals themselves to be a wholly inaccurate combination of psychopathy and sociopathy, simultaneously lacking in any human emotion or empathy, and consumed by their hate and anger for a protagonist who comes to reject their advances. Bystanders get caught in the crossfire and help to contribute to a respectable body count, and eventually the protagonist is barely left standing at the end, with their crazed stalker either dead or carted away to some mental institution where they wait for their chance to escape, like some long-forgotten Batman villain. Unfortunately, Missionary is no different, offering nothing new to a formula that ran its course some 2 decades earlier. That said, however, because it is one of the few movies these days that offer up such a story, it does stand out among the numerous found footage movies with more external and inhuman antagonists. For those too young to remember when such movies lined rental store shelves, Missionary will probably feel far fresher and more enjoyable than it really is. For those that do remember a time when Alicia Silverstone stalking Cary Elwes proved a fairly popular idea, it will feel like an old pair of shoes, worn thin and full of holes, but wholly comforting in its familiarity. You can follow Amoral Crackpot on Facebook and Twitter, and also be sure to leave any questions, comments, and suggestions for future reviews in the comments section below, and maybe discuss today's movie at greater length. Tune in tomorrow night when we'll be taking a look at No More Mr. Nice Guy, the pilot episode of Freddy's Nightmares, the often forgotten bit of 80s TV anthology horror. But until then, I'm gonna make like a tree and get out of here.